to yoga in my yard. I've been spending a lot of time at home lately and getting to know the birds, plants, and animals that live in my yard and in my neighborhood a little bit better. I'd like to talk about some of those birds, plants, and animals today and do some yoga poses and move like them. So to get started though, I'd like to do some herb breathing. These herbs are plants behind me. This rosemary, and over here is a mint. These plants are used in cooking, so they're plants that we can eat. You might think have had basil in a spaghetti sauce, or maybe you've heard of having a mint tea. So right now, we're going to breathe in some rosemary and mint. Imagine some herbs and take a nice, slow, steady breath. Herbs smell really different than flowers, but I find it really relaxing to smell some mint and rosemary. The other night, I was very lucky to see 3 young great horned owls and their mom sitting on a tree branch in a tree in my neighborhood. It was at sunset, just before dark. Owls are nocturnal, and that means they're active at night. That's when they're out looking for food. So I caught them when they were just waking up and getting ready to go out. I noticed the owls were turning their head from side to side. Let's try to do a few owl head turns. Owls turn their heads like that because they can't move their eyes in their head like we can. But they also do something neat that I saw the young owls doing called a head bob. And that's where they kind of move their head and neck down and over and up and around. So let's try a few head bobs. Bring your head and neck kind of down and over and up and around. Let's try one more. Down and over and up and around. That helps them also see. They have a lot they want to look at from where they're standing in the tree branch. It's pretty neat. I've been seeing a lot of hummingbirds in the yard lately, and they're usually drinking nectar from flowers. Nectar is a sweet water, so come up onto your knees and imagine you are a hummingbird sticking your beak into a flower and using your tongue to drink that sweet water, that nectar. Bring your elbows by your side. Let your hands stretch out to the side like this, and we're going to move our wrists very fast like a hummingbird does in order to hover over the flower. Let's try to do this for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, my arms are tired. That's some hard work those hummingbirds have to do. I was really lucky to see a roadrunner recently. So stand up and come to the back of your mat. Roadrunners we think of as running across the road and moving really fast all the time. And they sort of do, but they also will walk quickly and then stop and look around. So let's try that, a roadrunner, exploring the neighborhood. Take your hands and arms, stretch them back behind you. Really make your arms strong and hold them by your side. Now, we're gonna take 1, 2, 3 fast steps like a roadrunner and go down and up, kind of checking things out. They're probably looking for bugs or lizards on the ground. Take 3 more fast steps. 1, 2, 3, and down and up. I'm going to turn to the side so you can really see how I'm holding my arms. Now, take a few more steps all the way back to the end of your mat. Nice job being a road runner. April and May in Tucson is a wonderful time to see the Palo Verde trees. Palo Verdes are those green trees that have yellow flowers in April and May, and they're covered with so much yellow, they just make the town look yellow. So press your feet into the ground, squeeze your legs together, draw your waistline in. Now reach your Palo Verde branches out to the side. Really stretch your fingers. Imagine those are branches covered with very yellow flowers. It's been windy this time of year, so let's sway from side to side, really practicing our balance, going from one foot to the other as we pretend to be a Palo Verde tree swaying in the wind. Bring your arms back down by your side. Shake it out. That was a lot of work for our muscles to hold them in a position like that. It's good exercise to help us be strong. Slowly come down onto your hands and knees. Bring your hands out a little bit in front of your shoulder. Your knees should be as wide as your hips and under your hips. Right now, we're going to do some lizard push-ups because I've been seeing so many lizards running around on the patio, and they stop and they do what I like to think of as lizard push-ups. So make some maybe little push-ups or maybe some bigger push-ups. You can move your hands around to get comfortable as you practice doing lizard push-ups. Really press your knuckles into the ground, stretch your fingers out. And let's try to do 5 lizard push-ups. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm so excited to see all these lizards doing push-ups, but you might be wondering, why are they doing all these push-ups? I think it's because they're trying to tell other lizards, this is my territory, this is my home, and they want to keep the other lizards away from their space. So that's why they do their push-ups and say, look, this is my spot in the backyard. So let's take a moment now and come down onto our mats, maybe down on your stomach, roll onto your side, and roll over onto your back. This is a good time to rest. You can find a comfortable place to be, whether sitting or lying down, with your eyes open or closed. Maybe stretch your legs long. I like to put my hands on my stomach. Take a couple of minutes here to think about maybe a bird or plant or animal you've seen near where you live lately. Let your body be heavy on the floor or the mat. And try to take some nice slow breaths as you rest. you've had a nice rest. Start to wiggle your toes, move your legs, and move your arms. If you're lying down, slowly roll over onto your side and push yourself up to having a seat. Cross your legs and place your hands on your knees. Thank you for doing yoga with me today. I hope you've learned about some of the birds, plants, and animals you might see here in Tucson. And I hope you get to see a bird or plant or animal near where you live soon. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.